Justin Bieber was just chatting with his longtime friend Ellen DeGeneres and opened up about how many kids he and his wife Hailey are gonna have. Here's everything we know. I'm Perez Hilton.
I'm Gabby Conti, and this is Live with Perez Hilton. Recently, there was a rumor going around that Hailey Baldwin was pregnant, but Hailey squashed that rumor before the news went out. Now, Justin Bieber was just on Ellen, where he opened up about his plans with his wife Hailey to start a family. As he told Ellen, quote, "I am going to have as many kids as Hailey wishes on pushing out." Justin also told the talk show host, "I'd love to have myself a little tribe, but it's her body and whatever she wants to do. I think she wants to have a few, at least 2 or 3. Then when asked when the Biebers plan on starting their family, Justin said, quote, "I think Hailey still has some things she wants to accomplish as a woman, and I think she is just not ready yet, and I think that's okay." Did you see the whole interview with Ellen?
No, I just watched the clip where he said as many as she wants to push out.
There was an interesting vibe there, I will say. 17 thinks that the interview was cringeworthy. I watched the whole thing, I didn't feel that, but I mean, Justin felt like a little reserved around Ellen as he had been in the past. I don't know, it was interesting to me to watch.
I am surprised that they don't have a child yet. I thought for sure they were gonna have one right away. What is Hailey working on? What does she want to accomplish?
Yeah, she's already a very successful supermodel. I mean, what is the next thing in her life? That is a big question.
I wouldn't call her a supermodel. Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid are supermodels. Hailey is a working top model.
Right.
But I wouldn't call her a supermodel. I don't even know if she does runway, which not all, but most supermodels do. And she's not really capitalized off of her fame and celebrity. She hasn't launched any products. She hasn't really made a name for herself outside of being Justin Bieber's wife. But that's fine because she's Justin Bieber's wife. And that was always her dream growing up. And also she comes from a very religious family. Her father is an actor who is very conservative, actually was a big Trump supporter, the only one in his family of the Baldwins.
Yep.
And that was another reason why I was for sure certain that they would have had a child right away, because they've been married now for a year and a half or so and been together for longer than that. But, it was a very respectful way of addressing the child issue and putting it on his wife. And from the clip that I saw, and I didn't watch the entire interview, I like a reserved Justin Bieber. Reserved might just be, grown up or mature.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I am curious to see what happens with this. I will say though, I do like that Justin said it is her choice, because I do think that we don't always think about that with couples. But also I'm curious, do we know if at the time that Hailey, there were rumors that she may or may not be pregnant? I do wonder this. Do you think that maybe she is pregnant, but they're not talking about it because, kind of similar to Gigi and Zayn, they kind of want that to be their own journey and they don't want that news to be out there in the public?
Or maybe she already has been pregnant and had a miscarriage?
That could explain why she wouldn't want to talk about that.
When couples are trying to have children, there's a lot of variables at play and the public doesn't know everything. And even a question like Ellen asking him how many kids you're gonna have or when you're gonna have kids, that could potentially be triggering for her if they're already trying not successfully or had a miscarriage or whatever it may be. If she's infertile, we don't know those things. And if she is, then she may not want to talk about it, and that's her right, So it's now that I have 3 children and I did it all through surrogacy and in vitro, and I've found out that even thanks to technology and science going into it, I thought it'd be easy, but it's not. Even with the help of medical assistance, it's hard to get pregnant. Unless you're just really lucky or super fertile.
Yeah, no, it is true. I've heard that before. And the other thing too is I think that's why maybe people were calling this interview cringy, was because of Ellen asking these questions. That was such a touchy subject. And I think when you look back at Hollywood, 10, 20 years ago, I feel like that was people ask that question all the time. Once they got married, you expect the baby next. But like now we're living in a world where, you don't have to have a baby right after you get married. It's really up to you.
No, and it reminds me of the now infamous Mariah Carey appearance on Ellen, where Ellen tricked Mariah into confirming that she was pregnant because she presented her with champagne and she wanted Mariah to drink the champagne, and when Mariah couldn't, she's like, "Oh, you're pregnant." And then Mariah unfortunately suffered a miscarriage after that. So
I don't know, guys.
Seems like Ellen has not learned her lesson.
No, she hasn't. What do you guys think about Justin Bieber on Ellen and their thoughts to wait to have children? Let us know. I'm Gabby Conti.
I'm Perez Hilton.
And follow us at Hollywire for your 24/7 celebrity news.